Today we're testing a Prime Tack hot melt tape against our Incrediseal hot melt tape. They're both a 1.9 mil product. Normally the way the test works is we use stainless steel panels that get slid into the jig. We hit the start button and this device raises up, measuring the incremental force it takes to remove the 1-inch wide strip of tape from a stainless steel panel. Today we have a special request to use a specific box from one of our customers. So I've created test panels out of cardboard. What I'm going to do is I've created this jig here that will fit into the device. We can then use double-sided tape to apply the piece of cardboard to the top of the jig. I've also added a piece of a glassine paper here, so we will not get any adhesion on the very end. What I'm trying to avoid there is having the hot melt tape peel up the paper at the edge, which would create a test that's not valid. So this can be a little bit tricky, but the first tape we're going to start off with here is the Prime Tack product. We're going to prepare a 1-inch wide strip. We can't touch the adhesive with our hands. If we do touch the adhesive with our hands, the strip has to be recut. So this can be a little bit tricky. So the strip has just been cut. The next step is to go ahead and apply the piece of adhesive to the center of the piece of cardboard. We want to make a note, the second hand is 25 seconds on my watch because we only want to keep the adhesive on here for 1 minute. The next step is going to be to apply equal pressure to the tape applied to the piece of cardboard. So for that, we're using this as a standard weight. We're not putting any downward pressure on this when we apply it. I like putting a little tail at the end of the cardboard here. I'll show you why in a second. So there's zero resistance when we go to slide it into the device. Also, you can note that I did not put any downward pressure on the adhesive when I went to apply this cardboard to the jig. So we just hit 25 seconds. We're now going to hit start. And this is measuring the amount of force it's taking in ounces to remove the hot melt Prime Tack tape from the cardboard box. The data graph will come up in a second. So you can see this number right here is 8.19 ounces of force over that 5-inch strip. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to prepare the second sample. This is our Incrediseal hot melt 3018 product. Again, everything has to be exactly the same. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare the 1-inch wide test strip of tape. Now we can't reuse the cardboard piece, so I do have a new cardboard piece here. It's been prepared. Again, same thing, we're gonna lay down the test strip. Second hand reads 0. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna apply the same amount of pressure to this tape that we did to the last piece. I'm going to create the tail. I'm going to remove the double-sided tape from the back. I'm going to go ahead and apply this on top of the old panel. Again, downward pressure, but I'm not putting any additional force on the clear strip in the middle. We'll go ahead and put it in the machine. And you can tell the fiber pull is slightly different from the PrimeTech product. And if you want to pan over to the graph over here, again, you can see the charting of the adhesive, and in a second it'll give you the average strength. So you can tell right here it came in at 10.27 ounces of force on average to pull the Incrediseal 1.9 mil product from the cardboard samples provided.